Hello, today we are going to create this whole website by using the Visual Studio Code. Now let me introduce you to this website. This is the logo, then some navigation links, then some CTA buttons or the buttons, some headings, some paragraphs, again some buttons, then a image. Okay, further moving some again the heading, some small heading, some paragraphs or secondary heading, some paragraph, again a image. Now moving to the art infrastructure, again some headings and then a background and some paragraphs. Moving further, again the heading portion, some paragraphs and a image. Then into the footer, this is the background color, again the logo, some content here. Okay, so this is the whole website that we are going to create today. Okay, by using the Visual Studio Code, including the HTML and CSS. Let me show you again this website, as you can see it here. So this is the website that we are going to create today by using the Visual Studio Code. And into the Visual Studio Code, these are the some basics of the HTML that you can see it here. And here I have connected my style sheet with the main CSS or style CSS folder, and I have here used the Google fonts, and the name of the Google fonts is Google Leaps. You can see it here. The title, here is the title. You can see this is the title of the website, as you can see it here. So Blogr landing page Hussain coders. And into the body, as you can see, the website starts from here. Into the header section starts from here and ends here. Okay, and into the header section, as you can see, this is the whole header section. This whole is the header section. For the header section, a header with the class with the name of header, into the nav class with the name of nav, and div class with the name of row, and into the div class with the name of nav logo, and into the logo we have placed the anchor point with an image and named the class with the name of nav logo image. Again, close the div with the anchor point unordered list class with the name of nav list. As you can see, this is the main class that we are only adding the further classes to justify our content or for our own needs. Okay, list and item. Into the anchor point unordered list class with the name of nav list, and into the list class with the name of nav item, and into the anchor point we have used class with the name of link, and into the link we have placed the image of an arrow. As you can see it here, these arrows, as you can see it here. Into the link of the product, and again an image with the arrow. This is the product and this is the image of an arrow, as you can see it here. Okay, so you only have to copy this link and place it 1 to 2 times. As you can see, product, company and connect with the same arrows. As you can see, I have used and named the class with the name of nav link icons. Okay, as you can see, these arrows. Okay, now moving further to the buttons, as you can see, here are the buttons. These are the buttons. For these buttons, login button class with the name of button normal, and class with the name of button white. As you can see, this is the normal button and this is the white button. Now the button is closed and the div is also closed, and in this div we have created the row portion, okay, or the navigation portion. So div class with the name of text box, we have created again a new div class with the name of text box. Heading class with the name of heading primary. As you can see, this is the heading primary. Okay, here. So and again heading secondary, and you can see this is the secondary heading. So button class with the name of button white and class with the name of button linear, starts for free and learn more. As you can see, these are two buttons. Let me do this. So the buttons are closed, the div is closed, and the header portion is closed. Here we have created our this portion by using the simple HTML, okay, to create our header. Now moving further into the next portion, we have created the main portion here, class features. For the features, that we can name them features, and in the feature portion, heading with the name of class feature heading, and here is the sum heading. Then again class with the name of div class with the name of row. Now we are creating these portion, this feature portion. This is the heading. Then feature flex. As you can see, we are going to use here the flex div class with the name of feature text area, and heading feature heading secondary, and this is the heading secondary. Okay, we are going to use the flex here for the image for this purpose, and for this portion and for this portion, and this is the secondary heading that we are using here. And here is some paragraph, you can see some paragraph. Okay, again heading class with the name of feature heading secondary, exactly like this portion, and some para exactly like this portion. Okay, and here is the image that you can see, a div class with the name of feature image, and in the image we have created the class with the name of features image photo, and the div is closed, and then this whole div is closed, class named as feature flex. Okay, so we have created this portion here by using the HTML. The div is closed. Then moving to the section portion, and into the section portion we are going to create the infrastructure, and section portion starts from here and ends here, as you can see it here. Into the section portion we are going to create this thing. This section we are going to create the infrastructure here by using the section class with the name of infrastructure, div class with the name of row, div class with the name of infrastructure flex. Again we are going to use the flex here, image. I have used the image here. As you can see, this is the image source, and class with the name of infrastructure image, and div class with the name of infrastructure text area. As you can see, this is the text area whole, and into the text area we have a class with the name of heading and some heading, as you can see, and into the para class with the name of some para. Infrastructure text area para. As you can see, here is some para with the breaks. As you can see, here are some breaks too. Okay, now we close the div and we close the section here. Now moving further into the work portion, as you can see, we are going to create again this portion. Again we are going to use the flex here. This is the first portion of the flex, and this is the second portion of the flex. And into the work section we have div class with the name of row, div class with the name of work flex, and into the work flex we have used the image with the name of class work image, and div class with the name of work text area. And again in the work text area we have two classes, class 1 work text area heading, and class 2 work text area para. Okay, and here is the some heading and some para too. As you can see, some heading para, some heading and some para. Okay, so we can close the section here. Okay, here is the section starts from the here work section and closes here. Now into the footer section, into the main footer section, now we are going to create this footer section. Into the main footer section, class with the name of footer, class with the name of footer items, and into the footer item we are going to use the image of a logo. As you can see, here is the logo. image class with the name of footer logo, and into the div is closed, and into the new div we are going to use the class with the name of footer items, and in footer item into the unordered list we are going to use the class with the name of footer list. As you can see, this is the whole list for the product, and into the unordered list we are going to use the list class with the name of footer item, and into the footer item we are going to use the anchor point with the name of footer link, and footer link with the name again we are going to use the product. This is the main heading or main portion, so we are going to highlight it. For this purpose we have named it extra class footer link white. Okay, and close the link and anchor point here. These are some easy stuff here. You can link it, you can use the link class with the name of footer item exactly like this, and then class with the name of footer link overview and pricing, marketplace, features and integration, as you can see it here. Okay, this thing. Okay, again you only have to copy this div. As you can see, this div starts from here and close here. You only have to copy this div and place it here one time, and 2 times you only have to change this. So it's about team, blog and career, connect, contact and newsletter and LinkedIn. You can close the unordered list, div and footer. Then the body will be closed and the HTML will be closed, and you can have a beautiful footer here like this. You can see it here. So we have created the main website or the whole website by using the HTML. Now we only have to design it or style it by using the style CSS folder. And into the style CSS folder, as you can see, I have used the CSS, and here are the some fonts. Font primary, I have used the font primary and into the sans serif way, and font secondary into the sans serif way too. These are the fonts that I have used in this website. Some color white, color black, call to action button, call to action hover. As you can see, I have also described here some thing to call to action button text, call to action button hover, and for footer background, for the heading, for the primary light 1, for the primary light 2, for the tertiary light, and for the tertiary gray color. As you can see, for the row I have used the row class many times. As you can see, here is the row, and if you want to search how many times I have used the row, you can click the ROW, and here is the row. This again, this is the arrow, but you can further click it. This is again the class. I have used the row, again class with the row, again class with the row, again class with the row, and further you can check it on your own. And now for the class with the name of row, maximum width to the 114 and margin to 0 and auto, and for the basics all before and after, margin to 0, padding to 0 and box sizing to inherit. For the basic HTML, font size to the 62.5% and border size to the border box. For the body, font family to font primary, font weight to 400 and inline height to 1.6. And for the header, now we are going to create or style our this header portion, this whole header portion. For the header portion, background image, as you can see, this image, this image, as you can see. You can also check this image by using this. So this image, as you can see, or you can inspect it by clicking it here, and again this image, as you can see, this is the image that we are talking about, this image. Okay, this image we have background image with the linear gradient to right, color primary 1 to color primary light 2. As you can see, I have used the color here, color primary light 1 and for the light 2. Okay, so height to 80, viewport height, position to relative, overflow. For this relative we used position absolute here, overflow to hidden, and border bottom left radius to 10 rem. Okay, and before content to background image to, here is the image URL, background size to the cover, background position to the center, position to the absolute, top to 0, right to minus 110 rem, width to 200% and height to 100%. For the nav, as you can see, let me close it. For the nav, these are the nav. For the nav, we have padding to 4 rem and 0. For the row, as I have told you before, for the row, display to the flex and align item to the center. And for the logo, this is the logo. For the logo, margin right to 4 rem, and I don't need an image here. Okay, I can cross it here. For the list, as you can see, list, these are the lists. For the list style to none and display to the flex. And for the items, these are the list items. For the items, display to inline block and padding to 1 rem and 1.5 rem. And for the links, these separately are the links. Cursor to pointer, text decoration to none, color to color white, font size to 1.5 rem and font weight to bold. As you can see, these. Okay. Now moving further to the icons, I don't use any icon here. I can click it, delete it. For the button, as you can see, these are the buttons. For these button, cursor to the pointer, font weight to the bold. Okay. And for the normal, as you can see, I have used 2 button, white button and the normal button. For the normal button, margin left to auto, background color to transparent, border to none, margin right to 2 rem, z index to 10 and color to color white. And for the white, z index to 10, cursor to the pointer, display to the inline block, padding to the 1 rem and 2 rem, background color to color white, border to none, border radius to 10 rem and color to color CTA or call to action. As you can see, these are the 2 buttons. Okay. Now moving further to text box. As you can see, this whole is a text box, and into the text box, position to the absolute. As you can see, I will use position relative here. Okay, position absolute, top to 50%, left to 50%, transform to translate minus 50% and minus 50%, and text align to center. For the heading primary, as you can see, this is the primary heading. For the primary heading, color to color white, font size to 5 rem and font family to font secondary. Okay. For the heading secondary, as you can see, this is the secondary heading. This. For the secondary heading, color to color white, font size to 2 rem, font family to font secondary and margin bottom to 3 rem. And for the linear button, as you can see, these 2 buttons. For the linear button, border to 1 pixel, solid color, color to color solid, color to color white, background color to color transparent, display to inline block, padding to 1 rem and 2 rem and border radius to 10 rem and margin left to 0.5 rem. We are talking about this. And for the features, and we don't use the white, we only have used the linear here, this linear. Okay. Okay. And this portion covers the whole header section here. Now moving further to the feature section. Into the feature section, as you can see, the class with the name of features, padding to the 5 rem, position to the relative. I will use the position absolute here, position to the relative, overflow to the hidden. Okay. And headings, again, the headings, you can see this heading, then these headings, and some paragraphs, then this heading and some paragraphs. For the headings, text align to center, font size to 3.5 rem and color to color heading. And for the secondary heading, color to color headings, margin bottom to 2 rem and font size to the 2 rem. And for the flex, as you can see, and I have told you before, we have used the flex here. This is the first portion of the flex, this is the second portion of the flex. I have used flex with 2 columns here. Okay. Display to the flex, align item to the flex start. Okay. And the text area, this is the text area. As you can see, into the text area, flex to the 0, 0 and 40%, padding to the 10 rem and 0 font family to the font secondary, margin left to the 5 rem. And for the para, as you can see, these are the paras, color to color tertiary, font size to 1.2 rem and not last child, margin bottom to 4 rem. Okay. For the image, as you can see, this is the image. Position to absolute, top to 1 rem, right to minus 40 rem, and flex to the 0, 0 and 50%, and for the photo width to the 80%. Okay, this whole portion covers this style, or this style covers this whole portion. Now moving further into the infrastructure, and into the infrastructure class, background color to the color tertiary, height to the 60 viewport height, and margin to the 7 rem, and 0, border top right radius to 10 rem, border top left radius to 10 rem. And for the flex, as you can see, we have again used the flex here. For the flex, display to the flex, align item to the center, and for the image, as you can see, this is the image. For the image, flex to the 0, 0 and 50%, and transform, translate y to minus 10 rem. For the text area, as you can see, this is the text area. For the text area, color to color white, font family to font secondary, transform to translate y to minus 10 rem. As you can see, for the heading, font size to the 3 rem, and margin bottom to the 1.1 rem. This is the heading. Okay, this is the heading. And for the para, font size to 1 rem. Now moving further to the work section, this is the work portion. For the work portion, overflow to the hidden, margin to 5 rem and 0. And again, I have used the flex here, as you know, for the basics. Display to the flex, align item to the center. For the image, flex to the 0, 0 and 50%. As you know, this is the image. For this image, and transform to translate x to minus 20 rem. As you can see, I have moved this image to this side, width to the 80%. Okay, and for the text area, flex to the 0, 0 and 50%, transform to translate y to minus 30 rem, and translate y to minus 3 rem, as you can see it here. And for the heading, margin bottom to 2 rem, font size to the 2 rem, and color to color heading. And for the para, this is the heading, this and this, and these are the paras, this and this, these are the paras. And for the para, font size to 1.2 rem, color to color tertiary light, and not the last child, margin bottom to 3 rem. And now moving further to the footer section. Now we are going to create the footer section, and again into the footer section, background color to the color footer background, height to the 40 viewport height, border top right radius to 10 rem, and display into the grid form, as you can see it here. Okay, as you can see it here. Grid template column to repeat, auto fit maximum minimum 25 rem and 1 FR, maximum width to the 114 rem, margin to the 0, auto 5 rem and auto, padding to the 5 rem and 0, font family to the font secondary, and font weight to the 700. I don't use any items here, I can delete it from here. For the logo, as you can see, here is the logo. For the logo, margin left to the 5 rem. For the list style to the none, and for the item, I don't use any item here, I can delete it too. For the links, as you can see, these are the links, this and this, these are the links. For the links, color to color footer, text decoration to none, font size to 1.2 rem, line height to 1.9. And for the white portion, color to color white, font size to the 1.3 rem, and margin bottom to 5 rem. And these are the whites. Okay, sorry, these are the whites. Okay, these are the whites. Okay, now the website is finished. As you can see, I have created this. You can click it here, and this and this, you can see it like this. Okay, so this is the complete website. As you can see, the complete website I have created by using the Visual Studio Code, using the HTML and CSS. And if you want the source code of this website and the Figma style of this website, you can have the link into the description. I will place the link into the description. If you like this video, please like it, share it and subscribe my channel. Thank you for the watching.